We live in a world where people have consistently subjected their minds to digital devices. Your addiction to checking your notifications all the time to see if you have a new message.
Many people, if not most people, are now a form of artificial intelligence. They're not living their brain's potential. They're not living their physiological potential. They're not living their creative potential. They're not living their human potential. They're not living their economic potential. Why? Because they're hooked to a screen.
I'm worried about people. I really are. This is a really new thing. The more I'm thinking about it, the more like looking at your phone constantly is really only 10 years old.
Every social media post you spend minutes on is costing you a lot of productivity, creativity, impact, and influence. When you focus all your attention on a particular project or a skill, a neural pathway gets assembled around that one skill. You isolate a neural pathway every time you practice that particular skill, be it hiking, reading, skydiving, or any innovative venture. Every time you put your smartphone or any other device aside, you effectively move away from distraction.
When I make a post and then I put my phone away and I walk out of the room, I make a post and then I go away. It never is a good use of time. There's so many things that I like to do, but the phone will get me.
When you steer clear of irrelevancies and distractions and place your focus on a particular skill, the neural pathway gets stronger, and this gets better over time. The more you invest into this skill via practice, the more the neural pathway gets isolated. When the pathway gets isolated via daily practice in a serene state, it releases a fatty tissue, which scientists and researchers have discovered to be the secret to ingenuity. When you rid yourself of distractions and you pay attention to that particular work that you want to make a masterpiece out of, your neural cortex, which is the hub of reasoning, starts to power off. When your neural cortex shuts down, your brainwave automatically shifts from beta to alpha. For every time you get distracted at work, your brain remains in beta mode. A critical look at geniuses will show that they are operating at an alpha level. So when the brain moves from beta to alpha, a mix of mastery is created, and cortisol, which is the fear hormone, starts to reduce significantly. Many people are in constant fear every day of their lives, and they're not even aware of it. This explains why a lot of people are daunted by the idea of taking risks and pursuing their dreams.
Checking the smartphone 110 times every day. That's not checking your technology. You know what that is? That's an addiction and an escape from what is. And if you said to most people, "Did you know you're addicted to your smartphone? Did you know you're addicted to your notifications? Addicted to your television? Did you know you're addicted to your excuses? Did you know you're drinking too much alcohol because you're addicted to it? Did you know that this is all a flight from what is?" Deep down inside, I believe most people on the planet are heartbroken. Why? Because they've betrayed the visions, ambitions, values, and mission in their heart. They betrayed their talent by buying into the mass hypnosis that the world has sold them. And they're 35, and they're 45 years old, and they're just, no, this is what everyone does. And they just check. For most people, their misery is derived by their inability to sit quietly in a room by themselves. Most of us are so distracted, they're so overstimulated, they're so interrupted, that they don't create the silent spaces where their genius can present to themselves. And just because 95% of the population does this, we think this is how we should live. And so I'm suggesting to you, the mass of humanity, the reason they're doing this, it's a flight from pain that's deep within their subconscious. And why are they in pain? Why do they need the medication of distraction? It's because they don't want to feel the pain. It's uncomfortable. It takes bravery to feel the pain. And all I'm suggesting to you is, if you have betrayed your potential, if you're not bringing it on, if you're not shining your light in the world, and if you're not standing in the highest expression of your fullest talents, you're not only doing a disservice to the world, you're growing the pain. Bring your potential and your light to the world. And if you're not doing that, your pain is going to grow. Your deep, hidden sorrow will grow. And you'll drink more alcohol. You'll do more drugs. You'll be more toxic in your workplace. You'll be more passive-aggressive or hateful. And if you're wondering why the world has so much hate, checking your notifications, looking at your email, looking at SMS, looking at pictures of people's breakfasts, it's an addiction. It's a dopamine addiction. Start the process of breaking your addiction to distraction today. Turn off your phones. Get serious about this.
If you found the video informative, then hit the like button, comment your thoughts down and share to spread the word. Also, a sub to the channel would be motivating. Just wait, we also have over 300 videos to watch, just click left or right. Keep inspiring.